this rally here. It's truly an honor because, of course, Jerry said we all lived in Jenny's home. My mother right now lives in Sunset, and we grew up in this area where there's been a lot of violence and things of that nature. But I was reminiscing with one of our cousins back there, Clifford, and we were talking about how we came up on very little and the decisions that we made. A lot of the brothers have alluded to everything that makes you what you are today. Brother Lewis, I do everything that he said, you know, because we got to make better choices about the things that we do. I heard this mother here talking about Brandon, who a young man who I knew from middle school. And, you know, as parents, we have to take that responsibility to train up the child. That's biblical. Am I right, Pastor Lewis? That's biblical. We have to train up a child. I have a 16-year-old son who attends T.W. Josie with me. And I just know that when he's not in my presence, there's things that he's going to do. But what I put in his spirit, I can assure you wherever he's at, he thinks about what I'm going to do first because of what my father would do to me. Because that's the important part of it. And like the brother said before me, he said, parents, even if you're without that head figure, that male figure, that's no excuse. We got to keep pushing forward and going forward, doing what we're supposed to do for our children. And, you know, it's disheartening because we've lost many. We don't want to lose anymore. But the only way that can happen is that everybody in this room talk to your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your grandmother, and we all have to stand for what is right. And the only way we can do what is right is we line up our lives with the Word of God. See, we fail to realize that without Him, we can't do nothing. But with Him, we can do all things, all things. You've heard a lot of brothers come before you that can expound on the gospel, that can do those things, that have been in the street, and God has touched their lives. Believe me, a lot of us have ran in the same exact circles. A lot of us have. And this is the crazy part about it. We go back and tell the young men that we have done such a thing. And they look at us as if, oh, Mr. Mckinney, you're old. They think I'm old because my hair's gray. My hair's gray because all those kids from T.W. Josie over there, they made it like that. I just want to give a shout out to these young people and Dr. Miles, wherever she is, because she was instrumental in making sure we had our kids here today from T.W. Josie High School. I'm quite sure some from Lane and Richmond, Butler, Williams, West Side, and the other schools. But, you know, I love all of those schools. I was in Lane for a couple of years and I went to Josie, so I love everybody and every kid in every school. But I'm going to cut it off right there, but I want you, the parents, to know that our hearts go out to you. We know that you guys may be feeling pain. But Brother Lewis said it best. God is the answer. You already know that. God is the answer. I am the parent facilitator at Josie, so I do all community work for Josie. I wanted to say about this event here for the Brothers of Rock. They're going to be doing a Thanksgiving dinner on November 25th at the Southside Boys and Girls Club on 15th Street. The Brothers of Rock, raise your hand. Okay, they're going to do that dinner. The class of 1994 will be doing a dinner at T.W. Josie on the 23rd. Class of 1994, you're here. They're going to be doing their dinner on the 23rd. Now the brothers of Omega Psi Phi fraternity wanted me to let you know, these are the brothers in purple and gold back here, they wanted me to let you know that they are going to be around today to make sure if there's any parent in here who needs some assistance with their young boys or their daughters, specifically their young men, they're going to be back here waiting to talk to you after this service. So God bless you all and thank you and keep going forward.
We're going to bring up one of the next parents. This is very emotional. This was one of the things that really shocked me at the beginning of the year. You know, it shows you the mind frame when another 16-year-old can shoot down another pregnant 16-year-old girl. Lord have mercy. When you can look at it and not even care, that shows you the mind frames of what we up against. So that's why I tell you, we all got to stand up. So I'd like to bring Ms. Griffith to share a little something with you.